Hello, my name is Xavier Ramey. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of a social impact consulting firm based in Chicago, Illinois, my hometown. It is called Justice Informed. Bill, I want to just say thank you so much for having me on this, especially that visionary leader, my good friend Adam Alonso. A pleasure to be here today. I'm here to talk to you all about what it means to have purpose every single day you wake up, and for that purpose to be in complete alignment with how you make a living and how you grow your community and how you love yourself. When I was younger, I wasn't one of those kids who knew exactly what he wanted to be. I wasn't like, I'm going to go do this and I'm going to go do that and then I'm going to write this and I'm going to write that. I was not that kid. I was a wanderer. I was much like my mother, actually. I call her my butterfly because, she hops from flower to flower, from interest to interest, from curiosity to curiosity. None of these things destroying who she is as she goes from one thing to another, but they actually add into what she's becoming. And I've taken that philosophy to my life. It's one of the reasons why, I play classical piano, and then on the other side, I got a brief history in slam poetry, and then did musical theater, and was terrible at sports, even though I'm 6'5" and supposed to be athletic, but I'm really not. I wandered through this beautiful thing called life. And I think that has created a lot of the opportunities I have today because there's really no space, no people, no community, no experience where I don't feel comfortable in. I know how to be myself. And that's one of the most challenging things I find about life. People are constantly thrashing and thrashing and thrashing at the collective experience and in that to find who they are in it. It's why my work in the field of diversity, equity, inclusion, community engagement, equity-focused philanthropy, and public policy-focused corporate social responsibility, I think it's a little easier for me because I base my entire life on the diversification of my life, or the adoption of other people's practices and cultures and ideas and such into my own without seeing it as taking away from who I am. In fact, making me a better person, a broader person, a bigger person, and now, this time, especially in 2021, a ready person, because this world's about to get this work for equity for real. It happened because there was a moment where I took a personality exam as part of a fellowship program I was in, and it said this person lacks ambition. And that was the moment where I realized that, in the face of all that I had accomplished, right? I had been a program officer running multi-million-dollar portfolios. I had been a director of development on the West Side, raised millions of dollars for my old neighborhood on the West Side, North Lawndale. I'd done all these things, and then I get this feedback back that says this person lacks ambition. And that was when I realized that what I had been doing was good, but it wasn't really my design. It wasn't that I had decided this is my purpose and this is how I'm going to execute that in the world. It was that I was following really, really dope, awesome, cool people. My bosses at the time, the executive directors, my mentors who said, hey, you'd be good at this, you'd be good at that. That has served me so well in my early years, throughout my teens and 20s. But it was when I got to the age of 30 that I realized I didn't need to, but it was time to seize on my purpose. And that was when I looked at, what am I good at? What am I here for? And I launched a firm called Justice Informed, partly because of my abilities in the social impact consulting space, partly because people kept asking me if I could work with them rather than work for them. And I started this company. And it's done so much for my identity as a Black person, for a lot of people who identify as Black and brown as well. I think that this work and this pace that we're working at right now, y'all, it comes from the urgency of our identities to want to not only be seen, but to be reckoned with, to be empowered, and to be provisioned, and to be able to own the means of our production, as well as the value of our cultural practices. That's what this time is about, and that's why I get so excited about leading Justice Informed. So I really hope that you all take something from this, that you take that it's important to be a butterfly sometimes and hop from thing to thing. It's also important to stand, make a decision, and decide what is for me, what is mine to do in this world. It's so important, y'all. I appreciate you for even considering that, because if you're willing to consider that, then you're willing to potentially learn something and grow something and be something and do something. Perhaps our paths will intertwine because of it. So, young folks, older folks, everybody on the team, everybody out there, thank you. And I hope that you all have a wonderful and prosperous year and uplift the power and importance of Black people in this moment. Thank you so much.